Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Today is Tuesday, July 23rd. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Sun is fully shining over here. Just wanted to go over my trade recap this morning. It was a bit of an interesting morning simply because, there was some big news, some big gappers, bit of an interesting morning with Coca-Cola and as well Acadia Pharmacy. Quickly go over my trade recaps, guys. I took it fairly simple this morning because I had that Hulk day yesterday, and the idea was to play it safe and come out with a green number today, and that's exactly what I wanted to achieve, and I did. Nothing to be absolutely head over heels about, but I am $158 on the day, and that's a perfect pace for me right now just to get back in the zone after yesterday. So let's go over the first trade, ACAD. You guys can see right off the hop an explosive few candles on the green side. I'm going to focus on the 1 minute chart, and I'll let you know what my intent was here. As you can see, the very first minute was very volatile. Between $23 and $22.20 was a spread just on the first 1 minute candle. It basically was a very undecided candle, as you can see right here. It closed literally the exact same dollar value as it opened. Massive wick to the top and a massive wick to the bottom. So really, this could have gone either way. Second minute candle goes in, nice strong green, pulls back. Third minute, nice strong green. And this is when I actually decided to go long. So you can see I went long here, and another good pop up here. So I sold, and it came back down, sold, and came up with a bit of profit there. I was waiting for what they call a bull flag. So consolidation here. I was anticipating the crack of this previous candle here. I got in, it did not crack, and very sharply it came back down. I got all out. Moving on over maybe 5 or 10 minutes, you can see the same thing. Had a nice dip, held the VWAP. Bit of consolidation, started to push up. As soon as it really started to perform, breaking the previous candle, I went in long again in hopes that it surpassed the held the VWAP and the 9 EMA and the 20 EMA. And, this could have been a picture-perfect situation to go north again. However, it fell on weakness, and I got out again. Basically lost $14 in that trade. But, you can kind of see my intent here and how I played these candles. The fact that it held this VWAP right here is a very big significance for me. And it started to form the bull flag. I thought perhaps it was going to penetrate this previous candle here, and it didn't, but that could have been a nice trade, perhaps on its way up to new highs. Coca-Cola, this is an interesting one simply because there was a lot of ins and outs for me based on just management of the candles. You can see I took a pre-market trade here. You can see over here in this kind of blue grayed out area. You can see I took a pre-market trade because it had broken these levels. So I took a pre-market trade here. You can see here. So it came up and it was about to break these levels. So I took a pre-market trade in its anticipation. Just a small share. I think it's 100 shares. So nothing crazy. Started to come up. Because the bell was about to ring, I took off a few shares here because at the bell opening, you can get dramatic moves up and down. So I gained a few bucks here. Bell opened. I actually saw this thing pushing up. Added a few more shares. Sold. Came back down. Sold the rest. I was up a couple $100 at this point. It had a low. It came back up. I was a little bit late on this entry. I wanted to enter more so around here. I got in around the 53 level up. Started to take some profits, bit of consolidation. It was still strong, held the 9 EMA very well. I added to my position. It went up, sold some. It came back down, and I wasn't too sure how it was going to treat with this level based on this candlestick over here. So I exited a bit more of my position just in case. But anyways, as it started to move back up, I re-entered my position, as you can see. So I got out, basically risk management. And as it held and came back in, I re-entered. And you can do that, guys. It's, if you're studying your candles and you're on the second, you don't feel bad if you have to dump your shares or a portion of your shares, just like I did here, and re-enter. Just confirmation is basically what you're doing. I re-entered, sold, and I made profits all along here. The big issue for me here is, guys, I re-entered as it broke this high of day, this pinnacle high of day right here. Hopefully you can see everything on the screen. And I re-entered. It came up, started to come down, sold because it started to come down. So I made a few cents off of this one, and it started to come down further, and I exited my position completely. This is where, guys, it got a little bit choppy for me, because at one point I think I was profiting close to $400 on this trade, and I gave back almost half because I was playing the technicals, and here you can see it came down, dropped below the 9 EMA, started to come up the 9 EMA. As it broke this candlestick here, I wanted to go long, which I did. And, it was en route heading north. And really, I got long at 53.71. It would have been nice to have sold 10 cents up, some profit here. However, it sharply came down. It came all the way down and exited my full position as soon as it broke this candlestick wick right here. It was this guy right here where I didn't want to mess around with. So I got out. Matter of fact, I had a stop order there. That's where my stop was. If I wanted to be more vigilant with my stop should have been even right here. So if it broke the existing candle, I probably should have placed my stop there, saving myself about 5 cents. Once again, guys, check this out. On the brink of pushing through this candle, I re-entered with anticipation. It came back down, and I got stopped out again, and I think I lost about 5 or 6 cents on that one as well, maybe 7 cents. Went in long here, it pushed right up. I added to my position, started to come down, got out some of my position. This was a profitable trade right here. Let's go all the way over. And this is where it became very tedious. I was basically thinking that this was oh, there it goes now, and it broke. You know what? This is exactly what I was waiting for. This whole horizontal trend line here. This is exactly what I was doing. Getting in, having a short stop, get stopped out, getting in, for the break of day, short stop, got out. And now look at it. Now it's like this is exactly what my intent was, to get in around this range. You can see my greens and my stops. And sure enough, now it's breaking. And, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But you can just see this consolidation. Even on a 5-minute chart, you can see exactly what my intent was. Look at this huge consolidation right here. And it was just waiting to break and pierce through. And this is why you'll see my entries, short, tight stop, entry, tight stop. And I kind of gave up at this point. I figured, you know what? I didn't want to continue trying to push the boundaries. I had a strong feeling this was going to go up. It kept on holding its 9 EMA. And sure enough, as I'm doing this recap, it's shooting up nicely. So if it breaks that $54, I could see it going to $54.50. Anyways, that's how it is in the stock market. But needless to say, I'm glad that I'm green on this one, guys. $158. I'll be back at it tomorrow. And the intent is to just a little bit of smooth sailing here and recap or replenish what I lost yesterday. And as I say, I think this is now 24 trading days, and I'm only read 2 of those days, so I'm extremely happy with what I'm doing. And every time I make a bad trade, I honestly learn a lesson, a small lesson. So, you got to go through the bad to get to the good, and that's how I see it. So, guys, till tomorrow, have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine, and look at that. That's a new one. I meant to go like this. Have a good afternoon. Take care, guys.